You are listening to Pirate Cat Radio, KPCRLP 92.9 FM Los Gatos, KMRTLP 101.9 FM Santa Cruz, KVBELP 91.1 FM in Portland, and online worldwide at kpcr.org. All right, friends, you are listening to the latest episode of Necktie Optional. This is DJ Cody. Thanks for tuning in today. We've got a great day ahead of us. I've got a couple lookers on in the studio with me today. I don't think they're going to jump on the mic, but we'll see. I'm going to try to convince them during the breaks. But I've got some great new music for you today. We're going to talk about why public radio is so important and why it's important to support the things that, provide non-influenced by corporate donor news, media, radio, all those kinds of things. We're going to talk about all that today. And I'm going to tell you about some things that are going on in the community. Of course, I need to start off with a thank you. KPCR thanks Chromatic Coffee for supporting the Signal Society. Members receive 10% off coffee, drinks, and bags. Join today at kpcr.org/join. We're going to be talking about the other places that are also part of the Signal Society because we want you to become a member of the Signal Society. Our drive this month is to get 200 new members at our $20 a month sustaining level, and we'll talk about what you get with that. You get some really cool perks, of course. And the Trump administration is once again threatening funding for public community radios. Stations like Pirate Cat Radio survive because of listener support, not commercials. Help us keep independent on the air and expanding. Help keep radio weird. Call 408-357-0330 or donate at kpcr.org/join. Stand with community media. All right, let me get into the music. We'll come back in a minute. This is Necktie Optional. Sorry for those technical difficulties. We're off to a rough start today here on Necktie Optional, but that's okay. We're going to figure it out as we go. This is public media. There are errors, but you know what you're listening to is live, right? This is not some machine just pushing buttons and making decisions for you. This is purely out of what I listen to, bringing it here for you every week, noon to 2 for you to listen to. You just got done listening to Viaduct from the band Minus the Bear. I think they're closing out their 20-year reunion tour behind their album Menos El Oso. And I don't quite know where they are, but they did the first leg of it last year on the West Coast. So if you didn't go, you missed them. But that's okay, because I have a feeling that they're not done just yet. Regardless, thanks for tuning in today. We're going to be talking about our pledge drive to keep radio weird. Want to give a quick shout out. We got the ball rolling last week, so thank you for all of our donors last week, but let's keep the momentum going. So the funding that you guys are providing this is not just for me, right? It's for all of the shows we have on this station, and we have any number of stations. We have Salt Lake Dirt. We have which I believe is talking about the artistic process with different artists and how it works for them. And that's a podcast that we have on once a week. It's a show we have. I forget which evening that is, unfortunately. I share lunchtimes on Fridays with Sonic Smorgasbord, which is a great panoply of rock music, punk, a little bit more edgy, some very obscure deep-cut tunes from DJ Jazzy Jeff. He spends a lot of time curating that for you for your Friday lunchtime. We have Dr. Dilworth bringing the Dark Party Dance to you on Thursday nights. That takes a lot of curation from Dr. Dilworth, and then Jackalope Hour on Saturdays. We have Ophelia with the Ofifi Show that comes in and talks about the cutting edge of what's going on in beauty and wellness. We have a whole panoply of other shows. We have Nero with I Want You to Know, talking about all of his experience as a filmmaker and what he's finding relevant today in today's society. We have the Chelsea Gods Show, who's really pushing the bleeding edge of what's going on in liberal politics and being an agitator and really trying to undercut the Trump regime and really kind of talking about the vibrancy and the necessity right now of this political moment. And we also bring you special programs from our local Indivisible chapter. Together We Will Los Gatos. I actually had Denise on my 4th of July show this past Saturday, and she came in and talked about everything that's going on and how you can be a part of the civil resistance of the current state of tyranny. And if you tune into Pirate Cat Radio, you understand that we have a mission here. We're very liberal, and we want to make sure that we're bringing representation to a lot of people who aren't necessarily getting equal representation in other places. So in June, we had our day where we aligned with the Pride community, the Pride Parade in San Francisco, and we turned into K-Gay for a day, and we had a lot of LGBTQIA programming that day. We did our 4th of July special where I was doing protest music and having conversations about what it meant, and other people were doing 4th of July content for you as well. What we do here as a radio station, it's a community. We've built a community, and we partake in this community in Los Gatos, in Santa Cruz, in Portland, and we're here to help you all remember what it is to be a community, what it is to have something that people work together to build that doesn't have a fiduciary responsibility, doesn't have a bottom line, isn't about the dollars and cents. We're here because we love music. We're here because we love the message. We're here to have a channel where we can talk about the things that matter to us. But the thing is, unfortunately, we're not here for the money, but everything we do costs money, right? We have this beautiful studio. We have this great equipment. We have to distribute out to you. And all of that, and the licensing that we have to have for our music, and the equipment that we have to maintain to be in 3 different media markets, it all costs money, and we need your help. So that's why we're having our pledge drive right now. And, you know, I know it's probably tough to sit here and listen to people blather on when you want to listen to the tunes and get on with your Thursdays and your lunchtime. However, we don't have ads on this station, so this is what we do. We serve you this one time a year, I think, And we're just trying to have you guys help us stay on the air and continue to be a community and be a part of these communities that we are in, and potentially grow into new communities as well. So it's necessary that you help us stay on the air and keep the lights on. And, this is not... I hate to stand here with my hand out, but this is actually maybe potentially somewhat existential. We need a lot of help right now. So if you guys are interested in joining us, what we're looking for this time is 200 new Signal Society members at the sustaining level of $20 a month. And for that gift at $20 a month, what you'll get is you'll get a t-shirt, a beautiful Pirate Cat Radio t-shirt. You can wear it around town, and those in the know, you'll have a brand new best friend. It looks great. How cool is it to be the dude or the gal with the clothes that nobody knows what you're wearing, right? You stand out a little bit. It's super exclusive. So that's cool, and it's chic. We have, if you go on our social medias, you'll see that we have different models modeling our stuff all the time for different print ads and for announcing that we were voted, a big community partner, the best nonprofit in Los Gatos. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. And, we not only are you going to get a shirt, not only are you going to get the discounts that we talk about around town. I talked about the discount at Chromatic, and we have discounts at record stores, discounts at bakeries, discounts at hotels and beauty spas and gyms, to all help you, save a little bit of money here and there and be invested in the community the way we are. But we're also doing a thing where you get a pair of tickets for free. Now, it's not free, but the whole idea is our ticket giveaway system right now is a raffle. You go and you enter your name, and if you get picked to win, you get a chance to get tickets for free live music, and you can do it once a month. If you're a Signal Society member, we let you win twice a month because we appreciate you guys helping us out. But during this pledge drive and this pledge drive only, if you join the Signal Society at the $20 a month level, you get to just pick a pair of tickets off our list for free. You don't have to win a raffle. You don't have to pay for the tickets. You're going to get in. And we have some great shows coming up. We have the Cold War Kids and Young the Giant show at the Greek. We have tickets to that. Derek Trucks Band, the Tedeschi Trucks Band. We have tickets to go see them. And you know what? I'll bring up the concert calendar so I can talk about it a little bit more later. But it's imperative that you help us, and we have a couple of thank yous for you if you help out. So consider joining us. Go to kpcr.org/join. If the sustaining membership is not right for you, or $20 a month is too much, we do have lower subscription levels. It starts at $5 a month, and every little bit's going to help us stay on the air. And we also can do one-time gifts. So if sustaining membership is not quite your bag, please visit kpcr.org/give and take a look at what we have available for you there as well. So, I've been talking a lot, and I don't want to sit here and stick my hand out the entire show. I kind of want to have some music and, have a little bit of fun with you today. So, we'll come back and talk about other things and why it's important and how you can help align your monetary spending with your values. Because if you're listening to Pirate Cat Radio, clearly you value what we bring. And I appreciate that. And with that, let me get you back to what we appreciate. Some great music. Thanks for listening to Necktie Optional on Pirate Cat Radio.
Say what if we reincarnate, and whatever God said, it's your turn for choosing. Would you rather come back, be born in a circle, see the oldest garden, the crescent is fertile? Or would you prefer to see life underwater, only knowing oceans have hundreds of daughters? There's a part of hope that is sown in this theory. Give me any species and keep yourself near me. Take it easy, I don't wanna be without you. If you start over, can I read your mind? Anything you become mess up a sequence, and I had to come back as one of your hairpins. I know that the morning I'm born in your tresses would be more than worth it, adorning some goddess. Being honest, I don't wanna be without you. If you start over, can I read your mind? Anything you come, let me run beside you. Go a little bit farther, put it on me. Every night you should have died for a better view of the moon. Back of your belt, held on tight, but I fell with you. I could see us being young lovers in a fable. That could be us, it could over and over become and become.
On the local circuit, played twice at the county fair, and the second time Ben, our friend who worked the business end, said a guy from a label was there. There were two more like him at the next show, staring us down like hawks. And there was love in the air and all the money was there, and we were going on tour with Candlebox. Acid-washed blue jeans you could ever want underneath the bus. Sound guy, schedule guy, driver, and 3 bunks left for us. You sleep like a baby when you're still young, and dumber than a bag of rocks. 25 tight minutes, 7 nights a week, 8 weeks without a break for Candlebox. Candlebox. Running out of things to say. This is how we build the fan base, fellas. We'll be in the headline slot someday. We'll be in the headline slot someday. Accountants at their desks the day Hannibal crossed. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you what the video cost. Windswept silence at the hen house. Nobody's catching up with the fox. But if we ever find Ben, we'll probably do it again like we were young men, as we were then, with Candlebox. Candlebox. moved out to LA. We used to get into trouble, grab a Coke at McDonald's, before getting to school late. Remember not understanding that your life is still more than giving all your time away. We used to hate on our sisters. We used to kiss till our lips hurt by the gate at the football games. I had a dream that you were a light beam coming down through the darkest night I'd ever seen. Then I got sick for a while, forgot to remember, forgot how to smile. Then I was going through old stuff, saw your name on a toothbrush, I couldn't throw it away. I had a dream that you were a light beam coming down through the darkest night I'd ever seen. Stadium lights always felt like the only way this little town could see a good thing.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. You just got done listening to McMemories by Dogwood Tales, and before that we had Candlebox by the Mountain Goats, and Don't Want to Be Without You by Penny and Sparrow is what we kicked that off with. And we've talked about this before on previous shows, but the Mountain Goats are actually going to be doing a 6-night residency in San Francisco in November. So if you're a Mountain Goats fan, that's a big deal. They're doing a tour. They're not doing a residency anywhere else. They're doing 6 nights at the Fillmore, and each night is going to have a different theme. So that's definitely worth checking out. I don't think those are sold out just yet, but if you want to go, they definitely will sell out. So please go ahead and check that out. And we're going to talk to you about the concerts that we have coming up here pretty soon. But first, let me tell you about some stuff going on in the community. The City of San Jose offers eviction help. Tenants and landlords who have questions about the eviction process may contact the Housing Department staff at 408-975-4444 or email evictionhelp@sanjoseca.gov. Also, at Pirate Cat Radio, KPCR 92.9 FM, KMRT 101.9 FM, and KVBE 91.1 FM, we champion local musicians and independent voices you won't hear on commercial radio. but playing their music requires paying licensing fees. Federal support helps cover those costs. Without it, stations like ours may be forced to cut music shows or drop licensed content. That means fewer new artists, fewer discoveries, and less music that reflects the real sound of our community. Support local music on local airwaves. Donate today at donate.kpcr.org. So, I told you we were going to talk about the shows that we have coming up, and we have some shows coming up. And I've been championing giving away tickets for quite a long time now, and it seems like these tickets just go unused, and it's really, really sad. These are some amazing concert tickets that you get to go to for free. We're not harvesting your information. We're literally passing it on to the venue so that, they have some form of validating your ID when you show up at the door to get the tickets, because they're will call, right? So we have these shows. We have tickets to go see Bob Moses and Cannons at the Greek Theater. If you're into the house EDM type scene, I think that show is going to be amazing. Rainbow Kitten Surprise and Spacey Jane are going to be at the Greek Theater on the 18th, and we have a pair of tickets to go see them. They're great, and I've played Spacey Jane on this show before, and Rainbow Kitten Surprise is also great, but I don't play them because they're super popular, so I'm trying to help out, the small guys. But Rainbow Kitten Surprise is a big deal. And we also have tickets to go see Young the Giant and the Cold War Kids on the 19th at the Greek. And we also have tickets to go see Ringo, Death Star, Susie Clue, Her New Knife, Blossom, Starling, and Misandrist at the Great American Music Hall on July 25th. These are just a small fraction of the shows that we have tickets to. And anybody in the community can enter to join, or to win, right? All you do is go to kpcr.org/giveaways to see our concert calendar. If there's a concert you want to go to, you click on the link and fill out the Google form, and if you enter and get chosen to win, we contact you and then put you on the guest list. It's pretty simple. It's free, right? But if you're a Signal Society member, you can do that and win twice a month. And if you're a new Signal Society member, you get to just pick a pair of tickets, right? We're just giving away tickets. You just get to pick a pair. So if you want to go to this show, the Bob Moses show on the 17th, or if you want to go to the Young the Giant show on the 19th and you missed out on buying tickets, if you join us at the $20 a month level, you will get these tickets. You'll get them. You get to go to the concert, right? So consider joining us today, and that's one of the small perks that we're going to be giving away, and one of the small reasons why we highly recommend that you help Pirate Cat Radio stay alive and keep radio weird. But we understand that $20 a month is not trivial. We understand that we're not asking for, an hour of your time. So one of the things that we do as a station is we don't just have shows. We have to volunteer our time to help build the station. And one of the things that we do is we try to find partner businesses to go help us give discounts to you, our Signal Society members. We go pitch them on the concept of helping independent radio stay alive and grow, and also try and build a community of like-minded people who want to help visit these businesses. So if you were to go to our website, if you were to go to kpcr.org/join, I'm going to do it right now. And we're going to take a look at what's available and tell you, that $20 a month can be easily offset if you're someone who spends money around town. So let's talk about records. Are you someone who still collects vinyl records? Are you someone who's still into physical media, owning your physical media? You don't like the idea of the man being able to snap their fingers and have your digital collection disappear overnight? Well, we've got a bunch of record stores that still exist that serve that community, and a lot of them have partnered with us to give you discounts. So Streetlight Records over in West San Jose, they have weekly discounts for Signal Society members. Amoeba, anytime you go to Amoeba up in San Francisco, you get $3 off any purchase of $5 or more. It's pretty easy to spend $5 at Amoeba. I don't know about the last time you went to Amoeba, but every time I walk in there, it's an automatic $50 out of my pocket, right? So that's a little bit of savings you can get. Ska Dog Records in Hayward, it's 10% off of all used vinyl, and you get a free sticker. If you're a sticker junkie, how awesome is that? We have so many stickers. If you haven't gotten any Pirate Cat Radio stickers, what are you doing with your life? Find one of us. Come by the studio. We'll give you some. We've got them. And I'm sure you see them plastered around town on signs and light posts because, you know, we're a little bit mischievous like that sometimes. Vinyl Solution Records in San Mateo gives us 10% off of all used vinyl. Again, if you're a vinyl collector, how awesome is that? If you are a foodie, oh boy, have we got some discounts for you. Chromatic Coffee, and I'm not getting paid to say this, I give them a lot of my money. Chromatic is probably my favorite coffee shop in the South Bay. And whenever you go there, you get 10% off. You tell them you're a Pirate Cat Signal Society member, and they go in their little POS system and find a discount for you. It's 10% off of all of your drinks and 10% off of all your coffee bags. So if you buy a bag of beans from Chromatic every week, their bags are about $25. So that's $10 a month right there that you would save being a Pirate Cat member, right? Icing on the cake, maybe the best bakery in the South Bay, in Los Gatos. 10% off of your day of baked good purchases there. You walk in, you want a treat, 10% off. That's pretty cool, right? The Bywater and Oak and Rye, two of the better restaurants in downtown Los Gatos. The Bywater has great oyster happy hours. 10% off your bill up to $100. That's $10 every time you go there if you're spending $100 when you go, right? These are easy ways to offset this $20 a month. This $20 a month gift, which also is tax deductible, right? That you will get off of your taxes if you itemize. You'll be able to get not just that, but these discounts around town. Testarossa, you get a buy one, get one wine tasting every time you go there, right? So you go, you take a friend, you want to impress them about your wine knowledge, you take them to one of the best wineries in the area. It just happens to be around the corner, Testarossa, and you can go do a tasting and, you know, basically get 50% off for two people, right? Because it's buy one, you get one for free. How awesome is that? Juice Company of Los Gatos gives you 10% off of your purchase. Easy Breezy, the frozen yogurt place, that's freaking awesome. 10% off every time you go there. On hot summer days, which today's not a hot summer day, but on hot summer days, that place is packed for a reason. Their stuff's really good, guys. So we've done this legwork to build this community of businesses that wants to help you help us. But we need your help. So we need you to sign up by going to kpcr.org/join today and signing up as a Signal Society member. And again, we're trying to drive members at the $20 a month level. And at the $20 a month level, you get the t-shirt, you get the concert tickets, and you get 2 entries a month in our drawings. You also get all these discounts that we talked about. I'm not even done talking about all the discounts. But $20 a month is a lot, and I recognize that. And we have sustaining memberships in the Signal Society member for less. I think it starts as low as $5 a month. If you want to go $50 a month, you'll also get a hat. Not just a t-shirt, but a stylish Pirate Cat Radio hat. How cool is that? But here's the thing. If you monetarily can't, if money's tight, and I totally understand that. I think everybody in the studio understands the concept of money being tight right now. If money's tight, any little bit will help. We have a need for volunteers if you want to get involved. That's definitely on our website, kpcr.org. Check that out. We would love your help in getting our act together and being more organized and getting into new markets and getting better entrenched in the markets we're in. If you want to, if you can't donate, you can like and subscribe. You can find us on social media. We're very heavy on Instagram. Go to find KPCR. I think it's KPCR FM. Or find me, Necktie Optional. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Help us spread our message of helping independent media, right? That's what we're trying to do. Help us spread the message. Anything that you guys can help us do to help us grow and help us stay alive is much appreciated. And also, if sustaining membership's not your bag, but you have a little bit of money to give, you can also do a one-time gift at kpcr.org/give. But I would be remiss without telling you about the other things that we have discounts at. And I mean, I talked about the foodie stuff because I'm a foodie. I talked about the music stuff because I love music. But if you're into fitness and beauty, if you're into the lane of the Ofifi show and you're also listening to my show, that's awesome. Ophelia is doing a discount at Beauty Bar, 15% off of services for first-time Pirate Cat members. Or if you go to Spenga, Los Gatos, it's $100 off of an unlimited membership. Which, if you're into Spenga, I think that's spin... I forget what Spenga is. It's an acronym for 3 different kinds of exercise. But if you're really into that, that's a big deal, right? $100 off. That's 5 months of a Signal Society membership at $20 a month. And also, if you're shopping around town, Ethos, the refillable container store, 10% off of all your purchases. If you're going to Ethos, you're going to Ethos all the time because you're going and getting your stuff refilled. Every time you go in, it's 10% cheaper if you're a Pirate Cat member. Sophie's Dog Walking. If you've got a dog, you get a free 30-minute walk with 2 purchased walks. How sweet is that for your puppers, right? They get to go out and enjoy the fresh air of this beautiful town, and one 30-minute walk is going to get to be free. The Tech Butlers. If you have problems with anything, they'll do a discount on your first consultation when you say you're a Pirate Cat member. How great is that? If something's going wrong in your house, my computer's busted, I might have to take them up on that. We'll see what they say. If you need photographs done, there's Stephen Cotton Photography, $50 off in-studio headshots. How cool is... If you need headshots, save some money, right? How cool is that? The Toll House Hotel, over by Los Gatos High School, 15% off, the best available rate. And I've heard anecdotally that they like to work with people. It might be even more. Tell them you're a Pirate Cat member. See what you can get. Get a nice night away from home. Or if you're coming into town from somewhere else. If you're listening in Portland and you need to come down to San Jose for business, that's a discount at a boutique hotel that's probably a little off the radar. And the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Save up to $30 on ride wristbands if you're a Pirate Cat member. If you're going to the boardwalk, that's a good membership. That's a good thing. That'll help you with your membership. Save a little bit of money there. So, these are all reasons to join, but I think the most important reason to join, or the most important reason to help, is you're listening. You value what we do, and you want to align your spending or your efforts with your values. So help us. Help us continue to be here. Help us stay on the air. Help us grow. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You know, I've been doing a lot of talking. I think it's time we need to get back to some music. Right now we're listening to Bolero with the song Bathala, which is pretty dope, actually. They're a local San Francisco band. They've got some shows coming up this summer if you want to check them out. But you know what? I'm going to focus on Bathala for a little bit longer, and then we'll get back to the music. Thanks for tuning in. This is Necktie Optional, Pirate Cat Radio.
something I've got that they want, that they want, that they want, that they want. And I've got a weighted blanket I use when there's things worth feeling sad for. And I still get great engagement. I do on all the dying platforms. So I'm good. I'm good. We're going broke on a 3-week tour in the handful of rooms that haven't closed yet. The giddy up used to hit so pure. Now the merch is piling up inside our closets. But I've got my weighted blanket I use when the world's worth feeling sad for. And I still get great engagement. I do on all the dying platforms. And you can make creative statements. It's true, the kind that no one pays for. And you can still get great engagement. I do on dying platforms. So I'm good. I'm good. Take a look at your life, but you don't know what to do with it. Say you can't go back, but you can't go all the way through with it. Maybe you move too fast, but you won't slow down when you're rolling. So you say too much, but you never hold back when your heart's spinning. 'Cause
control. It makes no sense at all. All roads are winding into my soul, into my soul, into my.
That was What Do I Know by Deep Sea Diver. Before that, we had a brand new song from Hovvdy. It was their new song, Blast. And we started that off with another brand new cut from Slow Runner, their song, Weighted Blanket. Both of those, I think, were released last week. So those are fresh tunes just for you. Of course, I need to kind of tell you what's going on here in the community. When you stop and think about it, the life you've created for yourself sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz take it all away. Buzz driving is drunk driving, a message from the NHTSA and the Ad Council. Also, Pirate Cat Radio is built and run by volunteers. We do the programming, editing, tech, and outreach. We produce original shows like the Cold War Happy Hour, Salt Lake Dirt, Brave Space, Necktie Optional, Sonic Smorgasbord, the Dance, the Dark Party, the Ofifi Show. We got so many great new shows. In the Third Row, I think, is new. Music show on Wednesdays. But staying on air takes more than time. It takes funding. Support local voices. Join the Signal Society at kpcr.org/join or call 408-357-0330. Also, tomorrow in Santa Cruz, we've got the Midtown Friday Midtown Block Party. Pirate Cat Radio has been out there the last couple weeks. We're working on trying to get out there again next week, but it's another great band. It's another great thing to go do on a Friday if you're looking for something to do. So that is tomorrow night, Midtown in Santa Cruz. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that you are listening to Pirate Cat Radio, KPCR LP 92.9 FM in Los Gatos, KMRT LP 101.9 FM in Santa Cruz, and KVBE LP 91.1 FM in Portland, and streaming worldwide at kpcr.org. This is Necktie Optional that you're listening to. So, you see, today's an interesting day. It's a beautiful day. Actually, it's a little bit of a shame that I'm in studio, but I'm going to go out and, drag the mane and get some lunch after this, I'm sure. So, we are in downtown beautiful Los Gatos. I talk about it in my videos. But we are also unique in that we're in 3 different markets. 3 amazing markets, mind you. San Jose is a beautiful city. It's a place I've called home for many, many years. Santa Cruz is a place that I would love to call home. It's gorgeous. It's rugged, beautiful California coastline, made famous by the Beach Boys and that era of 60s rock, but then also famous in the Jordan Peele movie, the horror movie. I think it was Us was the name of that movie. Santa Cruz is iconic because of the boardwalk, the beaches, Capitola, the little downtown, the pier. Some of my favorite restaurants and my favorite breweries and my favorite wineries are all over in Santa Cruz and in adjacent towns. I spend a lot of time in Santa Cruz. It's a great place. And we're in Portland, Oregon, which Portland is its own little Pacific utopia, right? We've got the town of Bridges, the town that's right on the border, right, with Washington, and there's a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of goodness going on in Portland. I've only been up to Portland one time, and I need to go again. But Portland is a city of food for foodies. There's a lot of beer, great beer in Portland. The Oregon coast is beautiful and not too long of a drive away. All these places that we are great, and we're a part of all of these communities. I just talked about how we are going to be at Midtown Fridays, right? And I talked about all of the businesses that we've gotten together to be a part of the Signal Society. A lot of them are here in downtown Los Gatos, and we're a part of different things here in downtown Los Gatos. We're going to be at Music in the Park in downtown San Jose at the end of July. We're going to be a part of that. We're going to be there for I believe it's Stevie B Friday night, and then Bass Nectar is going to be there on Saturday night, and War is going to be there Sunday night, and we're going to be there for all 3 of those. And we were a part of tabling for Hearts Delight roller hockey, or roller derby, when that got started a while ago. And that's we show up for our communities. And in Portland, we were a part of the launch of the Cherry Bomb FC. We supported that. We had tickets to give away to that, right? We also were we're frequently, our station managers frequently seen at Portland Pickles games. And we're just going to continue to grow in Portland. So we are anchored and a part of these communities, and we are trying to be relevant in these communities, but also we're trying to give voices in the community to the people who want to step up and volunteer and be a part of these stations. And we do it because we all want to. We all want to share music or share ideas or have a platform to be a part of, an active part of a community. And whether you're in Santa Cruz or Portland or San Jose, what we are is independent. We don't have people telling us what to play. We don't have people telling us what to say. We don't have people making editorial decisions that flow down into the word choice of what we do or do not say. We are here as a bastion of independence. I mean, we have Chelsea Gods on here. Chelsea Gods is well known for being a blank stirrer, if you will, and in a good way, right? And being active in her community to try to bring light to the negativity that's going on in this political moment. And I'm here. Why am I here? I'm here to share music with you that you don't hear in other places. I'm here to curate a vibe. I'm here to show you precise instrumentation. I'm here to show you different forms of rock that you probably don't pay as much attention to. If you're one of the people who reads Brooklyn Vegan, this is not that. I read Brooklyn Vegan and I disagree with 80% of what they say because it's all about artistry. There's kind of a little bit of smugness to what they bring, and I disagree. I want music that sounds good. I want things that are layered and textured and differentiated. And I bring that to you every week. I spend the time building the playlist. I spend the time finding these new artists. And I also want to showcase local artists. And like Bolero. Bolero's fantastic. And you know, I've also played Casey Jane Hill, and I've played Jewel Hill, Casey Jewel Hill, and Hannah Jane Kyle, and Leanna Warren, and Sakai, who we're working on potentially getting in here for an interview and a live concert, right? You know, I keep playing local artists and forgotten artists and unheard of artists, but they're all doing things that sound a little different. And I choose them specifically because they sound different, but they sound good. So is there a little bit of pretension in that? Maybe. Yeah, you could say that. But I'm trying to make it so that you're the cool kid at the water cooler. That you can talk about these bands that nobody's ever heard of. Or deep dive them. Or just go enjoy them. That's really what this is all about. Going and enjoying these new artists. Like, I'm super excited about the Beth's tour. And I'm going to try to go see them while they're here. And I highly encourage you to do the same. Because I think they're fantastic. They rock out. They are different. Right? You know, May Semones is on a global tour right now, and she will be back. And, you know, she's touring a ton right now, and she's growing and getting a lot of popularity, but why do I keep playing her? How many artists do you know that sound poppy, but have a strict understanding of jazz and builds that structure into their music? That, you know, also has math rock roots and influences, grunge, 90s grunge roots and influences, and, you know, also dabbles in bossa nova, but then all kind of has like a little bit of a J-pop sheen and veneer to it. Who does that? You know, I've been playing you guys some weird math rock bands lately, including Sasquatch, which was I think an early 2000s Japanese math band that did not get critical acclaim by any means, but and the singer makes up his own words. He sings in English and Japanese and in a language that's not a real language. But it's really cool, right? A couple weeks ago I played you Suéter Siete from, I believe they were from Argentina, right? I also brought you some shoegaze from Chile that week. I do this for the music. Everybody that's here is here with intent. To bring you content. To bring you content that's differentiated and not easily found elsewhere. But while it's not easily found elsewhere, guess what? We need a home. This is our home. And unfortunately, the costs are rising. And we need people who listen to us and support us and want to be a part of this to help us stay alive and grow so we can become more entrenched in Portland, so we can continue to become more entrenched in Santa Cruz, so we can grow our influence here in San Jose and maybe bring you more shows or align with more bands or talk to production companies or, but part of it is we need money and we need volunteers and we need hosts. So any of those things would be fantastic. I know we're here because of the Pledge Drive to talk about the 200 new Signal Society sustaining members at $20 a month. And that is the bottom line. But everything helps. If you want to be a host, we have tons of openings right now. And I think historically that's rare. So if you want a show, now's a good time. If you have questions about it, give me a call. 408-357-0330. I'm happy to talk to you about it while I'm playing the music, while I'm not on a radio break, right? When I'm not on air. So, I can talk to you about what it's like to be a radio host. We need people to do that. If you don't want to be in front of the mic, but you want to help us continue to grow our mission, we need help with that too. All those signups are available on our website, kpcr.org. But if you want to help out with some money, if you go to kpcr.org/join, you'll be able to see what different levels of the Signal Society we have. And at the $20 a month level, we have a perk for you where if you join, you will get not just a hat, not just the discounts around town, not just the cool digital ID Signal Society card that you have to show off at those businesses, but you'll get the opportunity to just pick a pair of tickets out of our ticket binder, basically. If you want to go to this Cold War Kids and Young the Giant show, we have tickets. You can just circumvent the entire raffle process and claim them as your own if you join us for $20 a month. If you really like Tedeschi Trucks Band, you can circumvent that process and get those tickets if you join us for $20 a month. And I hate to make it so explicit, but I want to make it clear. It's very simple, and there's real monetary gain for you to join. I think we are live in some of the best markets in America. I really, truly believe that. But to be here and to remain differentiated, we need your help. We can't do it by ourselves. The bills here are high. I'm sure everybody can relate to that. So if you join the Signal Society, you can deduct that off of your taxes. If you join the Signal Society today, you'll get some concert tickets. Or if you want to give, that's an option, kpcr.org/give. Or you can just help us out. We need volunteers. Or you can share our information. Help broadcast the station on Signal. Help us extend our signal on social media. Help us stay alive and grow. Help us keep radio weird. My voice is starting to go, so I need to go take a little break. I'll give you a little bit of a break too. Let's get back to the music. But thanks for tuning in today, everybody. Also, KPCR thanks the Tech Butlers for sponsoring the Signal Society. Members receive a discount on their first consultation. Become a member at kpcr.org/join. And this is your local station. No algorithms, no corporate playlists, just unique hand-built programming you won't find anywhere else. From ska and soul to climate news and queer culture, Pirate Cat Radio reflects the real Bay Area, the real Portland area. Help us stay live and grow. Call us at 408-357-0330 or visit kpcr.org/join. Back to the music. Talk to you in a few. This is Necktie Optional.
travel man. Other ways to fill your life with meaning. Maybe there's a city somewhere where you won't feel alien. If new friends are waiting for you, go sail with them. Loving you is like waiting for the rain to come. Loving you is like waiting for the rain to come. Loving you is like waiting for the rain to come. Loving you is like waiting for the rain to come.
Sunday morning, my Rebecca sleeping in with me again. There's a kid outside the church kicking a can. When the cedar branches twist, she turns her collar to the wind. The weather can close the world within its hand. And my mother says Rebecca is as stubborn as they come. They both called to me with words I never knew. There's a bug inside the thimble, there's a band-aid on her thumb, and a pony in the river turning blue. They say time may give you more than your poor bones could ever take. My Rebecca says she never wants a boy to be barefoot on the driveway as they wave and ride away, then to run inside and curse the open door. I once gave to my Rebecca a belated promise ring, and she sold it to the waitress on a train. I may find her by the phone booth with a fashion magazine. She may may kiss me when her girlfriends leave again. They say time may give you more than your poor bones could ever take. I think I could never love another girl. To be free atop a tree, stop and to look the other way, while she shines my mother's imitation pearl. So the statues of our fathers in the courthouse flower bed, now they blend with all the lightning tattered trees. They say time may give you more than your poor bones could ever take. My Rebecca says she knew I'd want a boy, $1 for my boardwalk red balloon to float away. She would earn a pocket full to buy me more.
And you just got done listening to Belated Promise Ring by Iron and Wine. And before that, we had Rainman from Erlend Oye. Erlend is, of course, one of the duo in Kings of Convenience, which, fun fact, Kings of Convenience are the background show for the Necktie Optional logo. I took that picture at a concert in, I think, 2023. And I used that as my logo because I liked seeing them. It was a fun show. Live music is fantastic. And guys, we are your live music plug. We have free concert tickets all over the Bay Area all the time. And it's exasperating how I can't give these tickets away. Free tickets. I cannot give free tickets away, guys. What's going on? Especially, pick your free tickets and go. Like, you get the tickets to go to a show, right? Young the Giant, Cold War Kids, Greek Theater, July 19th. Come on. If you join the Signal Society today at the $20 a month level, you get to pick any show off of our concert calendar, and you get those tickets for free. Any concert. Independent of the raffles. Independent of putting your name in the drawing. You just win tickets. How cool is that? Alright, so, briefly. When fire threatens the hills or the floods rise fast, Pirate Cat Radio, KPCR 92.9 FM, KMRT 101.9 FM, and KVBELP 91.1 FM stay on the air with the alerts you need. But running emergency broadcasts take real resources. Federal funding helps stations like ours stay ready. Without it, critical alerts may not reach you in time. Support community safety on the air by donating now at donate.kpcr.org. Again, as a part of our community, we will be here. As best we can, we will be here when the S hits the fan. I've talked about this before. If there's a big earthquake or a big storm and everybody's trying to use their cell phones at the same time, those satellites are going to be jammed. You are not going to get calls out. Most people have ditched their landlines. The phone companies are getting rid of the copper wiring. And if you were here for the 89 earthquake, you understand. Copper wiring is somehow, it withstood the quake for most people, and you were able to make calls because of that. We're getting rid of all of that infrastructure. Satellites are going to be jammed. TV satellites are going to maybe be difficult to come by, right? Radio will be here. We will be here in terms of emergency planning, right? So help us stay here. Help us be a beacon for you. Help us be a valuable part of the community. We already are a valuable part of the community. We were voted best nonprofit in Los Gatos this year. People recognize us for what we do. But while the attention is much appreciated, we also need your help. But one other note about the community. The County of Santa Clara provides free mosquito fish for placement in ornamental ponds, watering troughs, fountains, and rain barrels. Help fight disease vectors and stay bite-free in your backyard this summer. For more information, visit vector.santaclaracounty.gov and click Request Free Mosquito Fish. So again, Pirate Cat Radio is giving away a pair of tickets to see Young the Giant and Cold War Kids live at the Greek Theater in Berkeley on July 19th, 2026. To enter, go to kpcr.org/giveaways. You can go enter that for free. And if we have a drawing for these tickets, you'll have a pretty good chance of winning. And you can do that for free. Or you can join the Signal Society today for $20 a month and say that you want these tickets, and they're yours. Not only do you get tickets to this amazing show, I mean, the Cold War Kids, Young the Giant, at the Greek Theater with the sunset, it's such a beautiful venue. It's so fantastic. How could you not want to go? Right? Join the Signal Society and you can claim these tickets. Join the Signal Society and you can get discounts. Join the Signal Society and your dollars help protect independent media, independent thought, and a haven for voices that don't necessarily get the recognition they deserve. These giveaways only exist because the station exists. Your concert ticket plug could go away, guys. Like this is I'm not trying to be catastrophic about it, but you know, we need some help. So consider giving what you can. We would appreciate anything that you're willing to help us out with. Big or small. Time, helping boost our signal. All of that would be fantastic. So last break, I told you a little bit about why I do what I do. I also have ideas in the pipeline of things that I can bring to this community as well, but they need some time to help develop. And unfortunately, that time, we need your help extending that timeline. But it's not just me today. We're going to have Alive and Kickin' at 4 to 6. Jim Steller is going to be coming in. And then we've got Dr. Dilworth with Dark Party from 8 to 10. And then after Dark Party, we have Art Bell, Somewhere in Time. What a great Thursday. How fun. Great music, a dance party at the end of the day, and then listening to the mystical, the magical, the curious Art Bell. Friday, it spills over. We have politics kicking us off. We have the Ralph Nader Radio Hour from 10 to 11, and followed by Chelsea Gods from 11 to 12, which then feeds directly into Sonic Smorgasbord. which Jeff, while not necessarily inherently political, understands that music is inherently political, but also kind of, sands those rough edges for you a little bit and gets you some great tunes to head into your weekend, right? Jeff's fantastic. And then, Jim Steller's holding down the 4 to 6 slot again on Friday with Alive and Kickin'. And then we've got the Lucky Penny Show from 7 to 8. Our programming, and I'm just clicking through our pages here. The Tiki Lounge Happy Hour, the Jackalope Hour, I Want You to Know from Nero Nava, 80s Revisited with DJ M80. That's our Saturday. Our Sunday, we've got This Is Ska, Soul Kitchen, Soul Depot, Slut Lord Sunday School. How awesome is that programming? We have Nurse Annabella, Super Late Night on Sundays too. Booked In with Beyond Text. This is a show, a local bookstore author, or owner, a local bookstore owner, interviews authors. It's a great show. Salt Lake Dirt, where Kyler Bingham talks with people about the creative process. And how interesting can that be? Understanding how people generate ideas and produce ideas and the iterative nature that they go through, or what their inspirations are, or how they get a concept from an idea to art that we all can consume. Super interesting content. Right? Mature content on Monday with DJ Pixie. She's fantastic. After that, this Concert Rat. Oh, I'm sorry. DJ Nurse Annabella is actually Late Night Monday. Pardon me. I do this to say we have a lot of people here. We also have a lot of room to grow. And we need your help with that. And we need it in whatever capacity you want to help us with. Right? And we've talked about them all. We've talked about the money, the volunteering, becoming a host yourself, getting on air, helping boost our signal. All of those would be super fantastic. And anything you want to help with would be fantastic. But consider joining the Signal Society, if you can, at any sustaining level at kpcr.org/join, and you'll be able to see all of the places around town where we get you some discounts. And if you'd rather not be a sustaining member, please check out kpcr.org/give. And that will tell you all of the other ways that you can help give. I'm going to try to get you some takes in the next couple weeks from other hosts, if I can. I'm going to see if anybody else wants to do a quick drop on why they do what they do and what they bring to the community. And I think it'll be helpful to kind of share with you who we are, what we do, and why we do it. Do some cross-promotion. Let you know, if you're an avid listener of Necktie Optional, let me help you understand who else is here and why they're here. Right? I think that's important. And I think that we need to, help you understand what our community is, why we're doing it, what we're doing it for. And I'll see if I can get that going for next week, because I think it's going to be really important to share. And I think it would be very helpful to let you know this is who you're helping, who you're platforming, right? Who your dollars, if you choose to be so kind to donate, who your dollars are backing and representing, right? If you want to continue having me be here for your Thursday lunches, if you want to be able to continue to download my stuff to listen to on your walks, on your drives, we need your help. Let me reemphasize, though, what we're talking about when I say that Pirate Cat Radio is your concert ticket plug. If you were to go to our website, by the way, our website was entirely revamped recently, and I hope you've noticed, because we've got some really cool features. One of them is the new concert calendar, which, by the way, really, if you live in our markets, should be your go-to concert calendar, right? It pulls from a whole bunch of great data sources, and you can sort by which area you're in, what kind of music you want to go to see. It's a great concert calendar. It's fantastic. And that is at kpcr.org/concerts. Events. kpcr.org/events. So that's, if you want to find out shows that are going on, that's a great place to go. For example, if you pull it up, tonight, Bianco is at 1015 Folsom. Bogey Bogey is at No Fun Bar in Portland. Here Come the Mummies is at the Den in Portland. Trans Panic is at the Twilight Cafe in Portland. Taj Farrant is at the Guild Theater in Menlo Park. And guess what? There's a little flag on here that says win tickets, because we have tickets to go see Taj Farrant tonight at the Guild Theater. You know, if you're looking for something to do tonight. But Taj Farrant's also at the Hot Monk Tavern if you miss him tonight, tomorrow night, if you want to go up to Novato, or if you're in Novato, or if you're near Novato. But also, tomorrow night is Boys to Men at the Alameda County Fair in Pleasanton. So if you're an old school R&B fan, how can you miss that? So, this new website on piratecat.org/events, super helpful. But, as I said, we're your concert ticket plug as well. And for that, you go to kpcr.org/giveaways. S on the end, giveaways. If you take a look, we've got Taj Farrant for tonight. EMM, Bentley Robles, and Teza Talks tomorrow at the Chapel. We have tickets to that. Those are $30 tickets that you could enter to win for free. We've got Dylan LeBlanc, Deer Lodge, and Ojai. We've got tickets to go... at Deer Lodge and Ojai. I guess we've got tickets to go see them. Interesting. We've also got tickets to go see Babyface Ray at the UC Theater on Saturday. Or Lenny K at Zebulon on Saturday. Or Petty Theft at the Chapel on Saturday. We've got all kinds of tickets to go see people. White Denim in the Chapel, at the Chapel on Sunday. Or at Deer Lodge on Tuesday, if you want to go see White Denim. We've got tickets to all kinds of shows. And you can pick one if you join the Signal Society, or you can enter to win for free, which is totally fine. But understand that right now, it's pretty high risk. Because if somebody comes in and wants to go and asks for those tickets, they're going to get them, right? Like, you know. So I'm looking ahead. We've got some tickets to go see people at Pappy and Harriet's, which is a great venue if you live down that way. We've got tickets to go see people in Half Moon Bay. Jerry's Middle Finger on Saturday, July 18th. You can go see Jerry's Middle Finger. We've got tickets to go see them. We've got tickets to go see Babe Rainbow, or Friendship, or the Natural Information Society, or James McMurtry and the Martial Law Review, which, you know, that's probably going to be a great show. So, we've got tickets to go see The White Buffalo at the Guild Theater at the end of July. So, I'm sharing all this with you to understand we put a lot of effort into trying to get you to go check out live music. We have this great concert calendar, kpcr.org/events. We've got these great giveaways, kpcr.org/giveaways. But where we need your help to help this going, to kind of keep your underground concert ticket plug going, we need your help. Please visit kpcr.org/join. All right. I think it's time for another break. I've got some music for you. I'll come back on the other side. I guess this is the break. Pardon me. Let me get back to the primary content, the music. Thanks for hanging out. This is Necktie Optional, Pirate Cat Radio.
Told me to stay, and oh, I'm done waiting. Fall down my kind, oh God, I felt you in the weather. Flow down, flowing down the river. You're my Reichenbach. On my skin, drag me for a mile, charter me a ship across the Atlantic. I wanna see you in the rain, I wanna see you dressed up pretty. I really, really wanna know you, I really, really wanna see you.
It's hard to leave a waste behind. Harder when you think that's all there is. Don't look at me that way.
Through the atmosphere and up on into space. Leave behind the moon, he's sitting in its special place. Some flutterbies, they enter and they play round in my soul. And once again, part of me fills up to be whole. Heaven down below. Just happy to be me again.
And you just got done listening to Aeroplane by Frou Frou. Before that, we had The Prize Fighter by The Velveteen, Reichenbach Falls by Racing Mount Pleasant, and we started that set off with Tora Moyo by May Semones. And I've talked to you before about my thoughts on May Semones and why I think she's really kind of avant-garde and pushing the envelope, even though, you know, she sounds very... I've heard her described online as twee, and that's fair, I guess, but it's missing a lot of context. It's missing a lot of depth. It's missing a lot of the influences that are a big part of what she's doing. All right, thanks for listening today. I'm not quite getting out of here. I've got a couple community notes to pass along to you and remind you about some concerts before I get out of here. But Pirate Cat Radio, KPCR 92.9 FM, KMRT 101.9 FM, and KVBE 91.1 FM aren't just music stations, they are lifelines. When wildfires break out or storms move in, our emergency alert system delivers real-time updates that help keep you and your family safe. But here's the truth about that. Without federal support, community stations like ours can't afford the equipment needed to keep emergency alerts on the air. No alerts means slower information, more confusion, and higher risk when every second counts. Help keep emergency broadcasting alive. Donate now at donate.kpcr.org. Also, Meals on Wheels for Santa Cruz County delivers hot meals to homebound seniors. Their office is at 177 Capitola Road in Santa Cruz, 95062, telephone 831-464-3180. Once again, that's 831-464-3180. All right, this has been Necktie Optional. This has been week 2 of our pledge drive. Again, we are independent radio. We are community radio. We are here to bring services to all of you. We talk about the emergency alert system. We talk about all the concert ticket things that we're putting together. We talk about all the events that we back. We talk about the Signal Society and the discounts that we're trying to get you around town. Please help support us, support you. Please help us become an even more vital member in the 3 markets that we're in Portland, in Santa Cruz, and in Los Gatos. Please help us stay live. Please help us grow. Please help us keep radio weird. Visit kpcr.org/join to look at the Signal Society tiers. Get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself a hat, get yourself some free concert tickets. Or visit kpcr.org/give to check out what we can do that's not necessarily a sustaining membership. Also, we have a call out for volunteers. We have opportunities to become a host. And if you help boost us on social media, that would be fantastic. I'm at Necktie Optional on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube and on Reddit. I'm, kind of trying to be on all the social medias that I can be. Help me, continue to grow this platform. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. You are listening to, I'm going to do we're a little bit ahead of the hour, but you are listening to Pirate Cat Radio, KPCR LP 92.9 FM Los Gatos, KMRT LP 101.9 FM in Santa Cruz, KVBE LP 91.1 FM in Portland, and streaming online worldwide at kpcr.org. So, we're going to get out of here with one last song, but I appreciate you tuning in today. And again, please do give some consideration to helping us out, because every dollar helps, every little bit helps. We're fighting the same fight that a lot of other people are fighting right now with the economy and with everything getting more expensive. But we're doing our best, and we hope that you can help us continue to do our best here. All right, I'm going to get you a little bit of Wippy Bonstack before we get out of here. Thanks for listening. This is Necktie Optional. See you next week.
Finally ends. It's just another thing that can happen. wish I had any friends. Maybe I'll escape to the bands of life. Do you ever remember when the human earth was insignificant? Even in your mind, you'll find etchings of a world you despise. Do you ever remember when the human earth was just a dividend? Every drop you yield reveals Mother Nature's own battlefield. Do you ever remember when the universe was just your